Check 1, 2.
Check, check, mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mic check, 1, 2. TV guys, y'all getting this okay? Thank you.
Okay. That was a game of two halves. Unfortunately, we didn't get enough touchdowns. We went down there and kicked a bunch of field goals, had some careless penalties, one on the 1 yard line, and just didn't connect. And we threw one pick there at the end of the game. But proud of the way the defense played second half. I don't think they made a first down till late in the game there. Wish we'd got one more stop, see what could have happened, but it didn't work out that way, and that's the way it happened. So too bad about Connor Mitch. I think he was diving for that ill-advised option play and separated his shoulder. So it looks like his right shoulder. So it's a terrible thing that happened. So it looks like he's out. But Perry came in and played pretty well. Last play, he said, Coach, the guy was open behind him. I just couldn't. I was running to my left. I didn't get anything on it. I said, Perry, it was first down, man. It wasn't 4th and 15, but that's just the way it happened. He played pretty well. Pharaoh had a good game. That was actually one of the 2-point plays we wanted to run, and they were sort of zoning up. They were zoning up the field. It wasn't like they were all up there. Obviously, we should have had a better 2-point play, but they stopped us on that, and that's the way it happened. That's just the way it happened here tonight. Give those guys credit. They were 4 for 4 in the red zone scoring. We were 4 out of 5, and we missed one field goal also. But that's the way it happened. Questions?
Steve, a couple of questions. Do you think there'd be any chance for Mitch to return this year? And 2, what happened on Alan Knott's personal foul? Did you hear what he
Alan
said?
said the guy was giving him some crap, and he gave him a little shove. The last fumble, I thought we might get a break there. The ball was coming out as he was going down, but they said he was down when it came out. I guess it could have gone either way. Alan said the guy was giving him some crap, but it's inexcusable. That's inexcusable. You can't even shove a guy now. We know that. They don't let you do that. So that's the way it happened.
Any chance for Mitch maybe come back?
I don't know. Separated shoulder, that usually takes a year. Usually. But we'll wait and see. I'll let the doctors make that call. Yeah, it was very, very unfortunate. But it was, it's one of those funny game. We couldn't stop them the first half, and we stopped them about every time the second half. And I don't think we punted the second half, did we? And they didn't punt the first half. It was a strange game, but they got more points than we did, and we got to figure out how to score touchdowns instead of kick field goals. Okay.
Steve, 2 games in, are you still scratching your head trying to figure out what kind of football team you have?
Well, the second half, we did a lot of good things on defense. We moved the ball pretty much offensively. We just didn't score down there. We had Jarrell running open one time, and Perry went to the under guy. But Perry made some beautiful throws, and of course Jarrell on that touchdown was a very good play. But it was we play these games all the time where one play determines the winner, as you guys know. And this week that 1 or 2 plays didn't go our way.
Steve, 2 straight weeks, your defense has really made great second half adjustments. What has John told them at halftime? Is it just scheme or just making plays?
Well, I'll let you talk to him about that. But obviously the first half we weren't disguising worth a flip. I mean, we were sitting there, here's our coverage, here's man-to-man, here's cover 2. So I suggested, and he said, yeah, we got to disguise. I don't care what you play, but you can't sit there and just tell them what you play all the time. So anyway, we did a much better job, and the D-line played the second half. Man, the D-line was all over the place second half. But we got to disguise a little bit more what we're doing, and I think we obviously did that second half. Okay. Yep. Yeah, Brandon had over 100. 6.6. Okay, anything else? All right, bring the other guys in. Huh? Okay, Phil.
Does Orth automatically become the starter, or do you look for some
Perry.
things this week?
Perry will probably be, first in line. Lorenzo, we'll see what he can do. He was in there a couple plays, maybe should have had him in a few more. Looking back, you always could have done this, that, or the other. But yeah, Perry'd be the starter. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Okay. See y'all here in the week. All right.
Questions for defensive coordinator?
John, what did you tell the guys at halftime? It was 2 straight weeks. It's really just flipped.
Just we need to play harder. I thought they played harder. The first series, we get an interception, and we didn't play with that same, we didn't play as hard, and didn't fit the run the way we needed to, and that was the biggest thing that was disappointing. We worked extremely hard on it, played it better the second half, and just played base defense better and did our job better.
Was there anything they were doing in the first half that surprised you, or was it just as simple as guys weren't tackling, weren't doing what you needed
Yeah,
to
we
do?
weren't playing very good fundamental football. They had a good plan. They do a nice job with what they do offensively. But there wasn't anything we really hadn't seen, because we had studied some West Virginia, what was the background of the offensive coordinator. So formation-wise, we kind of knew what we were going to get, and they out-executed us, obviously, the first half.
How would you assess your team's tackling ability across the board?
I was
tonight?
very frustrated with it, as they were, I'm sure. It was better the second half. Needed it better at the end of the game there on that last drive. Too many arm tackles, not running through, not playing with the proper leverage.
Anything else for Coach Hope? Please.
Right now, 2 games in, just where are you with this defense? Is this what you expected? Are they behind schedule for where you thought they might be?
Oh, I don't know if I had a schedule. I just want to make sure that we're fundamentally better every game, and we have to start faster. Now, obviously, we had a fast start with the takeaway early, but then we didn't do much the rest of the first half. We kind of didn't fit the run well, gave up a big play in a 2-minute situation, what we hadn't done. And so we're just giving up big plays, critical plays at the wrong time early in the ball game in the first half.
You talked about run fits last week. I mean, what do you do? How do you work on that?
You just got to keep doing it and keep making sure we're disciplined on them. Guys getting knocked out of their gap at times, guys not taking the proper gap. Again, not trusting their key all the time. Fitting the run is you got to work at it, and we will continue to work at it. Okay, thank you, Nick. Yep. Yep.
First player tonight is Perry Orth. Questions for Perry?
Perry, a couple of, first, what happened on the pick, and 2, it looks like you're the guy now if Connor's injuries is as serious as it sounds. How do you prepare for that for next week?
First, on the interception, I was rolling out to the left, and I think it was Debo that was down the boundary. Just tried to put some air under it, and I was running out full speed and didn't get enough on it. And, just pretty frustrated about that. We were moving the ball the entire second half, and I throw that ball 4 feet higher like I had planned to, and, hopefully probably a different outcome. But, the first 2 weeks I prepared like I was going to start regardless of if I was backing up or not. I worked very hard to give myself the best chance to succeed. So, I felt like I'm just going to continue what I've been doing through the first 2 weeks, and, hopefully we'll have a different outcome next week.
Just what happened or how frustrating is it to have 3 straight possessions, get in the red zone, and have to settle for field goals?
Very frustrating. It just we moved the ball so so easily to get all the way down there, and then once we got down there, we just couldn't punch it in. And we'll have to look at the tape to see where we can learn from our adjustments. But it was very frustrating considering that if we turn one of those from a field goal to a touchdown, we win the ball game. So, it was very, very frustrating.
Perry, how do you think playing tonight and having some success will do for you next week?
It was a blessing to be out there. I just, I've been dreaming of playing at this level since I was 10 years old, and it was awesome to get a chance. And, like I said before, every week I try to give myself the best chance to succeed and help the team, whatever that may be. And, it was awesome. But, yeah, I'm going to continue to prepare as hard as I possibly can, help us win ball games.
Way in the back, Dick.
On the interception, was it pretty much you were going to throw it, or did you have any thoughts of maybe tucking it and running it?
Yeah, I had thought about it, and when I looked up, Debo was 10 yards behind him all by himself, and I guess I short-armed it. I usually am capable of making that throw. That's why it's very frustrating. But, me and Coach Mangus had talked immediately after, and first down, just go ahead and tuck it and get 5 yards and move on to the next play. But, I guess it is what it is now. I got to move on and get ready for next week.
Perry, just what do you feel most confident in right now? I mean, what do you feel like you do best out there?
Honestly, the best thing that I feel like I do is the preparation during the week, and that's what helps me out there. I'm very comfortable with what I saw out there. I watched hours of film. That's kind of what Connor Shaw and Dylan taught me and Connor, while they were here, that, if you want to give yourself the best chance to succeed, you got to get in the film room and break every scenario down that you possibly can. And then, when you get out to the game, everything will slow itself down and you just get out there and play football.
Perry, being the quarterback of this team now, how do you kind of try to rally the troops and get them ready to go down to Georgia next week?
We just got to move past this, and we had a lot of success as a team in the second half, and we need to carry that over. We need to start fast and finish strong next week. I thought we finished strong for the most part until that last play, and we came out hot in the second half. We're moving the ball up and down the field, but we need to continue that that intensity that we had into next week. And I think it'll be better.
Perry, the quarterbacks are always looked at as the leaders of the team. Have you already said something to the guys about how you feel good about taking over the role?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to really talk to him. As soon as we got in there, we just kind of had Coach Spurrier had a few words, and then I talked with Coach, and then I actually came back down here. But, we'll regroup Monday. And those guys, I feel like they believe in me. We always have a lot of fun, off the field, and I have a good relationship with everybody on the team, and especially on offense. And, we're going to continue to bust it just like we've been doing. And, season's not over. It's just one game. We got to bounce back and get ready to play the next one, because we got, 10 more, and then, hopefully the bowl game as well.
Carol Cooper, Joe Adams. Joe,
Pharaoh, a couple of questions. It seemed like you dinged up your knee and maybe you weren't at full speed late in the game, and also what happened on the fumble?
Nothing was wrong with my knee. It just got a little sore on a couple plays, but nothing major. You know, I'm still running same speed, but on the fumble, just went up the middle. I honestly really don't know what happened. I don't know how I lost it, and it shouldn't have happened that way, and it did, and that's it on that play.
For either of you, how comfortable are y'all with Perry Orth, and how do you feel like he did in the action tonight?
He came in. You said talking about Lorenzo? Who'd you say? Perry. Oh, Perry. Oh yeah. Perry came in. I felt like did a good job being the second string quarterback. Connor went out. Perry came in and made some plays, some crucial plays, but had the big interception in the fourth. We all make mistakes. It's past us now, but other than that, I feel Perry did a pretty good job for when he had to come in.
Pharaoh, what do you feel like kept you guys from scoring touchdowns in the red zone?
I really don't know. They tried to throw a little jump ball to me. I couldn't bring that one down. Little bubble got stopped on the goal line, but honestly, I don't know. We probably should have ran the ball. Looking back at it, we know we was running the ball pretty decently the whole night. But I don't know for the play calling or the defensive line what they were doing, but we just couldn't get in.
You two guys are two of the veterans on the team. After a disappointing loss like tonight, what do you tell your teammates?
Just to keep your head up, man. That game in the past now. Look forward to practice, man, and keep working. Worry about the next team.
Yeah, it's over with. We lost. We'll go back on film, correct the mistakes, learn from them, and get ready for Georgia next week. It's a away game. They got a big, tough crowd, and we're past this game, and we're trying to get ready for Georgia. That's the whole mentality now, and we're gonna have to have a strong week of practice to get ready for them.
Pharaoh, kind of playing off of that, with Perry pretty much being the guy now from this point forward. Is there anything that you say to him as the leader of this offense as you guys get ready to go into an environment like Athens?
Oh, yeah, I didn't really talk to him much throughout the game. Coaches were talking to him a lot, but, this week, I'll probably talk to him a little bit. If Connor doesn't come back, he'll probably end up starting. And, just I'm telling him to be confident out there. I'm sure everybody will be nervous out there, but, first pass is the first run. He hands off, he'll be fine. So, we just got to be behind him this week and encourage him and talk to him and let him know he's going into this game with his teammates behind his back and, give him 100% confidence going into this game.
Sky Moore is next up. First question goes to David.
Sky, what did John tell you guys at halftime for the second straight game? It's been night and day in between the halves.
Just really told us to keep our head up, keep playing, and basically just do our job, and assignments will take care of itself. And we went out there and did that.
Sky, what went wrong in the first half? Why were they able to do what they were against you guys?
Tackling. That's all I can really say. Missing tackles.
Obviously, Sky, maybe you don't see him as much, but how much do you guys believe in Perry and if he can get this job done and get through the rest of the season?
We have all confidence in Perry. We know he's a good player. We see it in practice every day, and we believe he can take us places. So we're going to be behind him 100%.
Going off your remark about tackling, how much during practice do you guys actually get to practice tackling in live situations, and how do you think you guys improve upon your tackling?
During the season, not much because, we try to stay healthy as possible, and we don't really tackle to the ground in practice to prevent injuries. But, just the way to improve on it is just work on our leverage and, just really break down and score up on a guy. So we just gotta pretty much keep doing that.
So, I mean, you guys have talked about tackling. John Hoke has talked about tackling. He's talked about run fits. I mean, do you guys go into a game feeling like it's solid and then for some reason it's not there? Or is it just it's not there in the first place?
I mean, pretty much. We definitely go into games confident, and we feel like we know we're gonna fit the run right and make the tackle. But it's just sometimes it just doesn't go our way, and we just gotta improve on that.
Still waiting on Isaiah Johnson and Brandon Wiles. Brandon Wiles is on my far left, Isaiah Johnson closer to me. Questions for these two guys? These are the last players tonight.
Brandon, I know you said to your right. I know you said this week you wanted more carries. Do you feel like you got the ball enough tonight?
No, not at all.
Brandon, you think in the second half this offense may have grown up tonight, that you were really clicking, moving the ball, that maybe you've got momentum going to Georgia now on offense?
Oh, yeah. The momentum, we had a lot of momentum. Perry came in there and pretty much he did a good job in my opinion. Just need to run the ball more.
To that last point, did he kind of mobilize y'all? Did he just bring some confidence in that wasn't there when Perry came in?
Oh, yeah. Since day one, I always believed in Perry. He was a walk-on guy, but small guy, but he has a lot of heart, so got a lot of confidence in Perry.
What did you feel like the problems were when you got in the red zone?
I didn't get the ball.
Isaiah, same question except on defense now. The defense really showed up, played the second half. Did you think maybe you've got some things worked out defensively? Again, how do you feel about, momentum going to Georgia defensively?
Yeah, we had a talk at halftime. Coach Hope, he switched some things around. We played a lot better the second half than we did the first half. We just tried to rally as best as we could, but, we came up short, so we're past this and we're ready for next week.
Brandon, is this second guessing the play calling and the coaches that are calling the plays, or is this just saying, I'm seeing things, I'm seeing lanes, I should get the ball and go with it?
Well, I'm a player. I just get what the coach called in, so I just run what I'm told to do.
Brandon, you've been here a while. What's the mood like in the locker room right now?
Everybody's up. Nobody's down. So just got to take the loss and move on to the next game.